Shalom.
That's it.
Shalom.
That's the
That's
way
it.
you're going to introduce me. Oh my
It's not
goodness,
my
Carmen.
because you've already expended my energy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Watch out now.
I know,
Okay,
I
so
know.
this is our second in, I guess, many collaborations to come in the future. Carmen doesn't know that yet, but all about the joy and late night parents is once again combining with a great panel. More people are scheduled to come. Want to go round robin and start with the mistress of ceremony, Carmen Lizeth.
Wait, what am I starting to do?
No,
Hi.
I just want to introduce you. That's it. You know, it's one of those things where Carmen's like, Ted, if I tell you one more time, and I'm like, no. Okay. Brian TX is in the building. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing well. 1 week of work done after my vacation. I'm all good to go. Was able to get 50 hours in for the week.
Are you still celebrating your birthday?
Probably
Oh,
after
happy
10 minutes after
birthday.
Carmen. Yeah,
Wait,
thank
what?
you.
Happy birthday.
I said maybe after a few conversations with Carmen.
Oh my God. I don't think I can do this today. Hey, Tony. I don't think I can do
Hey,
this.
Tony.
I'm
How
on
old are
Andrea,
you?
how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad
All
you were
right.
able to
Hi,
join
Tony.
us. And I'm glad on the first go around, I got your name correct. Because remember how many different times I butchered it last time?
I remember
So I was
that.
practicing it. I was writing it on a piece of paper like 100
No,
times.
Carmen probably has the count, but yeah.
It's Andrea with 5 R's.
Right.
Yeah, just a long roll. Andrea.
Got it. Rick Costa's in the building. Rick, how
Only
you
when I'm in
doing?
trouble.
Doing good, doing good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Good to see you. As we mentioned, Tony D is lurking somewhere soon to join us. Potentially, Cynthia is potentially,
Really
or maybe
sick.
not.
She's gonna come into the comments, but she's really not feeling well. So
Oh, so we hope Cynthia feels better, and we wish the very best to Joy. We know she's visiting her mom and everything like that. So I proposed this to Carmen just went dark, but proposed this to Carmen
what's happening?
last month.
I have
I
no
think it was
idea what's
last month.
happening.
Carmen, are you drinking wine with a tea chaser? What is happening?
I'm drinking water. Water.
Okay.
No,
I saw a wine glass. Don't just say I'm drinking water.
I do see a little bit of wine there.
You know what? My internet says it's really like lagging, so I don't know what's happening here.
They're still having issues.
A full glass of wine, not a partial or a half. No, a full glass. It's been a long day, huh?
Full glass. Okay, so Carmen and I had a conversation last month about our teams joining up together, and she was kind of shocked. She was kind of shocked because, you know, I don't know how she believed the last collab went, but Tony D's in the queue.
Mike
Patton touring AFC South is here, and Cynthia is also here. So, but we had a conversation, and we were talking about maybe we can get together one more time virtually before the end of the year. And she was kind of like, what would we talk about? And I know I'm dealing with a bunch of results-driven people. So I'm going to say this. I tried to bring up the topic of New Year's resolutions. And Carmen was like, I don't think it's going to go well because this is how I feel about New Year's resolutions. And I wanted to know, I guess, take a different spin on it. Mike, I'm going to read your comment in a second. I was thinking we take a different spin on it, meaning, why do New Year's resolutions, why don't they seem to work? Because we see people every year, we see, you know, famous people, we see people that we know, ourselves, make these resolutions, and we kind of, I guess they go maybe 3 weeks, a month. Some people might go into like the 90 day mark or whatever like that. But we seem to maybe at or around the 6 month mark to totally drop off. So I just wanted to get a couple ideas on, and this conversation is around resolutions, things you want to do, things you're aspiring to do for 2024. So I'll start off with the first with Brian. Why don't resolutions work? Why don't they seem to work? Why is it always like everyone's fast and furious come January 1, and maybe 30 days out, that's not the case?
Distractions, and then you'll do so good, and I'm guilty of this. Like, I'll do so good, but then you have like one rough day or another bad day where you get you get invited out to a get together, whatever, and like, say for diet, which is the number one of all resolutions. You'll do so good, but then when you're out and about with friends and you're out socializing, you're just kind of like, the mindset of, okay, just this once, and then tomorrow I'll get back on it. But then that one day would just go the next day, and then by the time you know you're already a week in, you're like, ah, crap, boom, you're done, because it's like we get too comfortable too fast. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. Andrea, Rick, do you have anything to add on to that? Because if you don't, I have a next question to say, are New Year's resolutions even worth it?
Yeah, I have something to say. You want to go ahead, Andrea?
Sure.
Go ahead, Rick.
Well, I was going to say, just because the calendar changes magically to January 1 and it's a new year does not magically give you motivation and a commitment to want to do something just because the date changed. If you didn't have motivation before, you still ain't going to have motivation later. So you have to just decide. It's like people that say, I'm going to start a diet on Monday. No, you ain't. Or you might, but it's not going to last. Just decide right now, here it is. I'm doing it. Do or die, period. This is what's going to happen. And you do it. It's not like a time thing. You're just going to do it, period, no matter what. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rick. And I think, a lot of New Year's resolutions are about creating new habits. And that's a hard thing to do. And you have to really, I think, prepare yourself in order to do that. It's not like you said, it's not just like, okay, I'm going to change the calendar and all of a sudden it's new me. You have to know yourself well enough to know what's going to be a roadblock for you and what challenges are going to come up. And if you're really serious about it, get that support lined up ahead of time. I think that's the people who stick with it, take it seriously in that way. The people who don't, it's like, okay, I want to save, $500 a month and I want to lose 50 pounds or whatever it is. And they just think it's magically going to happen and they have no plan, no support. They are not really looking at themselves and what's going to be a roadblock to them. So, just because it's January, but you could start on March 14th. It does not matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
You know what? I'm going to interrupt for a moment because I feel like everyone can tell I'm not paying attention. I'm having big issues on my end where everyone is frozen. I can't see anybody really. And it says I have a really weak internet connection. So I'm talking to Restream. So I just don't want to be rude to anyone. So I'm going to be out of this just for a second. Okay, everyone. Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead. You guys do your thing.
No, that's fine. Because I was watching the show last night and I think Cynthia couldn't see someone. And I'm not sure if.
Well, Cynthia couldn't see anyone yesterday because she wasn't on. But thank you for watching.
No, the last time we were all together, remember? Like Cynthia couldn't see anybody.
Yeah, she couldn't see anyone.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Joy. It was me and Kelly and Rick, and I ended up logging off. Okay, wait, I have to pay attention to the guy. I'm sorry. Let me go.
Okay. Cynthia said I saw her comment in there that people want instant gratification, which I think is kind of what Brian was saying. Like, you get there and if you, by week 3, you're just done because maybe you're not seeing the results or stuff happens or, whatever in your life. And I think that's true also.
How much of it is yes, Andrea, instant gratification. How much of it is like social pressure? Everyone else is doing it. Like
A lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think. In fact, I haven't thought about it until you brought it up. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even think about it if I didn't hear people talking about it. Be like, okay, it's not any different than when I changed my calendar to November 1st. You know, and I like, not to get too California about it, but like, you know, we're in the middle of winter. Like, just because the calendar says it's a new year, like we're smack dab in the middle of winter. That's not really, at least for me, a great time to be like, all right, I'm gonna like start anew and, you know, do things fresh or whatever. That's just sort of like organically not a time when I have a lot of energy. That's like hunker down, stay warm. It's dark outside, it's cold, you know, like I'm gonna start, you know, my marathon training on January 1st? Absolutely not.
Okay, so I have a different take on it. I have a birthday in January. Rick does too, I guess.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So for me, it is. Oh man, he just responded in a long-winded way.
Sure
Um,
did. I can see it too.
You can see it, right? It's very long. He's gonna do some tests.
So both of you guys are Aquarius?
Capricorn.
No,
Capricorn. Okay.
But you know, for me, the beginning of the
Close to
year,
Sagittarius.
whether
It's all right.
what?
He said close to Sagittarius. He said it's all right.
Oh. Anyway,
Moving on.
I'm having such a really bad day today. I really should not have come on. Anyways, I do everything at the beginning of the year around my birthday. So I do things like I mean, it's not resolutions, but I do I get my physical. Oh my God, that is such a long-winded thing. What the hell? Oh my God. You guys can't see it, but the restream guy is giving like charts and all these things I need to do to fix the situation. Okay, let me get back to my answer. My answer is this: because my birthday is January 12th. On January 12th, I have a list of things I always do. And I set up my goals for the year, but I also do things like set up my physical for the year, set up my, you know what I mean? Things like I have to go to the dentist at some point in the year, whatever. So I do all those things. It's kind of the time where I check myself, reevaluate last year and kind of plan for the new year. So I don't know if it's resolutions. I think resolutions have a really bad connotation and name because people do things like I'm going to join the gym, I'm going to lose weight, But I don't think there's anything wrong with finding kind of a way to reassess the year you had in the past and kind of come up with some new goals and ideas for the future. And if you want to call that a New Year's resolution, so be it, you know. I'm going to go read the book.
See, I do that in September. I spent so many years in school that is my New Year's time. That's like, all right, I'm going to start work now and get serious about things. So like August, September is when I kind of do my evaluation and planning for what's ahead.
And also too, I've heard many people say it, if you're going to start something, it takes about 60 to 90 days for it to become habitual to where you're actually in it, to where it's like your routine, it's your grind. And I think that plays a factor too, because a lot of to Cynthia's point that we want that instant, but if we don't see it, we're like, well, it's nonsense anyway. Who needs it?
While I'm live.
Yes,
Okay.
while you're live.
What about you, Ted?
Well, I don't. You know what? I tend to think I like to look at the year, and I like to build out the calendar. So I kind of attack it. I look at it from my birthday, from like July, and I kind of go. I say, okay, you know, you start to plan out vacations or get-togethers or reunions and certain things like that, and you kind of look at it. I kind of look at it that way. So I kind of lean more, Andrea, into your point of view. I look at it not from January, but from July. I tend to think resolutions. I'm like, you know, a more solutions type person. But one thing I want to do this year, I'm going to announce here, is going into a partnership for small business, and it's something that I've been talking about for the last 8 years, and we're finally taking our steps forward to do the small business. I'll give you guys more info offline if you're concerned or interested about it. But we're taking the first step, and I think I don't know if it's a resolution or it's just finally jumping off the curb.
Who's we?
Me and one of my buddies who's been a business partner on other ventures that we've been on.
So a secret partner.
Yeah, someone who doesn't live stream and isn't into putting all their business on the internet.
Okay.
So it's like, this is something that, I hear so many people talk about, and you get kind of nervous about it because I've been, that conventional, go to work, there's an employer, there's this, there's that. And when you have to look, you're taking that step back and you're looking at, okay, this is something I want to do, but can we do it? Do we have the funding to do it? Do we have the know-how to do it? So I'm not sure if it's a resolution or it's a goal, but it's a goal that I'm finally stepping out there to go do.
So you've never started, I thought you had your own business. So this is your first time starting a business.
A business. A real, I
don't know what that means, a business.
As opposed to
a fake business.
Well, it's like, and this is where Carmen helped me 6 weeks ago.
And I didn't get paid yet, but
she didn't get paid yet. It's in the mail, but virtual hug. I kind of saw this as more of a hobby, doing your.
Oh, you're talking about late night parents.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, I was so you're doing what I did with All About the Joy.
No.
All About the Joy is a business, and it is a trademark.
No, it's not. So I'm sorry. So this is not. So this part, late night parents is not a business. It's more of a hobby.
It's your hobby.
It's my hobby.
Right, but what we talked about was about late night parents. But you're saying the business you're starting is not the podcast.
It's not the podcast.
Okay, sorry, got you.
It's not the podcast.
Okay. Sorry.
And you're more than willing to release any more private, pertinent conversations that you and I have had. All right. No, just kidding. But yeah, it's just
about late night parents conversation. You were saying it was a hobby.
Yeah, I told you it was a hobby when you were beating me up as I was walking to the train station.
Oh my God. Okay.
You may have a spot with Mike.
I know we got to read some of these comments and things like that. So
Mike's going off in the comments there. He lost 30 pounds.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Congrats.
It only took him a month to adapt.
I don't even see Mike.
Mike
touring the AFC South. That's him.
Mike Patton.
That's him. Yeah.
Football.
Yeah. All I saw was Wreck Yourself, Carmen. I was blanked out. Okay, I'm done with the restream guy because I don't know what he's talking about.
How do I make these things disappear? Oh, I see it now. Okay, I'm good.
You mean the chat thing?
I got it.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's just been very. I'm having just a day. That's all I'm gonna say. But if I lose you guys, see, this is why I almost was wishing that you had come on as administrator, because if I log off, it may lose you guys. But if you're on as an administrator, it won't kick you off. But my signal is saying there's only 1 bar, 2 bars. It keeps going into the red, and I don't know why. Because today I called about this, and I called last night, and I called again today, and I have full strength. I pay a ridiculous amount of money. It seems that I shouldn't be using Chrome, is what them. You said use Chrome, but they're saying it could be something in your browser, cache, blah 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 blah, whatever.
They're lying.
I don't know what it is. So
they get paid to lie.
Anyway, it's all good. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. So, okay. So you're starting a business, and when are you starting it? In
January.
Okay. Cool.
But it won't kick off until March.
Okay.
It won't.
You're not going to tell us what it is because you want to do it offline.
Yeah, I'd rather tell you guys offline. I don't want to announce to the internet
that you're starting on OnlyFans. I got you. You got to keep that.
Carmen, I'm telling you.
I'm sure his wife is fine.
For Ted's feet.
You know,
if wifey's okay with it.
Oh,
hey, no judgment. No judgment.
No judgment. No judgment.
Okay, so you're starting your business. Nobody else has any other resolutions? I got you. You got to keep this.
Uh-oh.
Who is screaming?
Uh-oh.
Is that Tony's people?
Here we go.
Background while I was coming up.
So that was an entrance.
Here we go.
Carmen, how you doing? Andrea, how you doing? Rick, how you doing? Brian, how you doing?
Hey, Tony.
My apologies to any and everybody out there. I just left the retirement party. One of my coworkers retired today, and we were trying to get out of there, but we had the goodbyes, and then we had the deep moments and the reminiscing and the gift.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. I only had 2 beers, and one was 0%. So no, but I wanted to get home before the cops pulled me over because this was in the car.
Uh-oh.
You drink peach schnapps? Is that what that is?
This is fake.
Come on, Carmen.
Looks so early.
Come on.
This is why
Come on, that was good.
I'm listening to so much. Her and Ted, does this say peach schnapps? I just want to know.
Peach schnapps.
Royal Crown
Drinks peach schnapps. That's what I see. That's all I see.
Carmen, read
I'm looking very closely.
It's like the wine cooler of whiskey or whatever.
Whoa! Just said the wine coolers
words.
of whiskey. You guys think I'm bad? No.
Mike. Mike.
I've been trying my best.
Crown Royale.
I live by myself. I am single. Okay, I live by myself. We're divorced. I am single.
Why are we talking about single? What did that mean?
Oh, please don't go there.
Just say he's single.
Go there.
Okay.
Time out.
Okay.
Time.
My head hurts.
Time out.
Flag on the play.
All about the
Oh,
joy.
sorry, I missed something.
Do you want to ask Tony about the resolution stuff now?
Tony.
Melanie, I drink peached iced tea. I got you, girl. You and Tony. You know what I mean? Got you. Peach schnapps, peached iced tea, same thing. That's gonna be the joke now, Tony. Can't help it.
That's Tony's new nickname.
Where did he go? Did he log off on his own, or
he's like, I'm out?
No, wait, did he log off on his own, or did he get knocked off?
It says he's still active though.
If I
could checked off that he's on, but
I heard the New Year's resolution controversy. I also hear the Wi-Fi controversy or the internet controversies Carmen going through. Carmen, remember when I told you a couple months ago everybody's going through internet issues?
Yes. I don't know. I don't remember.
I did message Restream a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It said it was a bandwidth issue. Well, I almost had to reset everything, log off, relog in.
You know what? I did this all yesterday and today. Look, I don't live stream. I have not Zoom calls, but we'll just call them Zoom calls to Australia like 2 times a week. You know what I mean? With 10 people in a room. This is not a me issue, but I double checked with Spectrum today, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it is, but I guess what he was saying is that he's a different browser instead of using Chrome. I don't know.
It's going to come down to whatever your internet package is, your Wi-Fi package.
Sweetie, I just told you I pay the most amount of money you can pay in my neighborhood. I pay a lot of money. That's why it shouldn't be happening. That's why I'm concerned. Brian, did you log off on your own or did you get knocked off?
No, I just took myself off camera because everybody
you were
else is
getting your
having their
peach
drink.
schnapps?
I want to get.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, good. Okay.
Woman. This is bourbon.
Oh,
all right. That's
okay.
See,
Get it right.
This is
no
age
peaches
10.
on it,
This is
Tony.
age 10-year-old bourbon.
There's no confusion.
Going in and out, I can't really even see what's in your hand.
Tony.
Oh, sorry.
It's because of his green screen in the back.
Magic.
It's so funny when Carmen gets so upset with you because she gets so short. She's just like you say something.
With Tony?
With Tony.
Because Tony's trying to help me, but he didn't listen. I already told him.
I
I already told him. I'm not 5. Like, I'm pretty techie.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Thank you for your help, though. I appreciate your assistance.
Tony,
Men always trying to
question-
fix shit. They never just want to listen.
Yeah.
Right? Always trying to fix
Women sometimes do that too.
No mansplaining.
No man's, but ooh, Andrea quiet on fire. You see how that is? She just, yeah. You see how she just throws it in there like this.
She throws the dart
Sprinkle.
and she just sits
Right
back.
there.
Who is this?
And she just smiles. Like,
Do I know
how's
the touring
everyone
guy?
doing?
Who's touring the AFC South? Who is
That's
it?
Mike.
It's so
Mike
early. You're not
Mike.
listening. You're not listening.
See, you're not
I
listening.
don't remember
You're
his
not
name because I've
listening.
never seen his face. Mike.
He
Carmen,
said you have a
listen,
neck
listen,
roll.
Carmen, you're not listening.
You're not listening, Carmen.
Wow.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
Like, I have a headache.
But your hair looks gorgeous, by the way.
Hey,
Rich.
how you doing?
Rich was good.
So what?
Iron Man Rich.
It's all about.
This is all about.
It's all about the
It's
headache.
all about the joy, and we're talking about New Year's resolutions.
This
And
is
we
not
totally
about all
went
about
off
the
the
joy.
rails.
This is late night parents crapola borrowing my house.
This is late night joy.
that took a
This
whole
is late
spin.
night parents bullshittery borrowing my house.
I think she's here already, Cynthia.
I'm back.
Here it
now.
goes.
She's here.
Yeah,
Gonna put the
she's
hand
getting
in
another
ponytail.
full
It's
glass
over
of
now.
wine.
Close slide. Close
she
Okay,
goes.
hey, hey, but Cynthia, I just changed the password, so I'll give it to you later. Somebody stole, so right before I came on here, somebody stole my HBO password, and Cynthia tried to log on because she's one of the people I let use my HBO, and it's like all these other people. So I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I'm not having a good day. Joy to the world. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie.
But
So
I thought we shouldn't be doing password sharing and stuff like that.
you can on HBO. They give you 5 slots.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They give you 5 people that you can use. So
Andrea, Tony,
Andrea does not have my HBO.
Ted.
She could have my HBO, but she doesn't. You want HBO, Andrea? I got another one.
I've got it
You
all.
got it all, I
Carmen.
know.
You name it, I've got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Josh,
Hey, Josh.
So-
how you doing, City? How you doing, Fine Man? Rich, how you doing? Turn the AC South. How you doing, Cynthia? How you doing? I think somebody named Steven was in the chat too.
Hi, Josh. Friday night party, right?
Mhm.
This is not
Tony,
wine. It's
Tony,
Why
what
am
are
I the
some
only one without a
interesting
cocktail?
New Year's resolutions that you've either made or heard of?
What I've made.
or heard of.
Yeah, maybe something
Heard-
doing,
heard
someone
of
doing
one.
something crazy, like not starting a business,
The herd of
not getting your business put out there on the internet.
I love that you're starting a business. I just thought you had already started a business before. I thought you had a company and like, you know.
This time is brick and mortar.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what you mean by
That's
business.
why he meant like a
business.
real
Business.
business.
a real business, not some virtual. Like you can actually open the front door and walk in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some employees.
Is that your first glass of wine?
As far as resolutions, every resolution I've ever made, I've tried to keep. There's only one resolution I have not been able to keep out of all the resolutions I've ever made. For the most part, I've tried exercising. I've done that for a year. I did it again for 6 months. I've given up all of my habits at once for 3 months. I've changed my spending habits. The biggest resolution I've had the problem with was using profanity. The longest I've ever lasted was 4 days. And then it's going to be a day somebody pushes me to that day. That's the only, and I do mean only.
What's the obsession with not swearing? I don't even understand.
Yeah, my first thought was like, why would you do
Well,
that?
I don't know. First, let me just say something to Cynthia. Cynthia, Tony has this problem ongoing. I'm going to send him a gift of a mic at some point, but it's not his. It's the tenor of his voice or whatever. I just made him a little bit louder. I don't know if it's going to help.
Baritone, thank you. I was gonna say baritone. Don't mess with her. She's already on the edge. Don't mess with her, Brian. You already pushed.
I
her.
know. She's already 4 glasses in.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, Brian, I think you think I think about you and I don't. I'm just I'm confusion. I'm like, what is happening? People talking all about me and you, and I'm like, there is no you in my universe. What is happening?
Is it out?
I'm sorry.
Is it out?
Look at it.
This is like, yeah.
Is it out?
Is it what?
Oh God, y'all are a mess. I'm gonna finish answering.
Go ahead.
Yes, the thing with profanity is most people try to stop using so much profanity when they get older, and it's also been stated that the more profanity you use, the lower your education as a stereotype. I tend to disagree.
Girl, there are studies that say people who use more profanity are actually more intelligent. I mean, there's studies that say everything, but
Did you say girl?
I did.
I don't need to say nothing no more. Andrea's in the house. I'm just gonna sit over here and drink my water with my
Let
wine.
me go ahead and get my bottle started.
It's gender neutral, like dude, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
So
Yeah.
No, honestly, I just try to do it for myself, especially with me trying to make myself more mature in certain aspects. When I was younger in the military, as I got up in rank, I was trying to carry myself a little bit better. So I made the effort. I did. I made the effort, but trust me, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Jesus Christ.
This is what I thought the first collab was going to be like, but it had happened in the second one.
That's because there was no alcohol in the first go round.
You talking about Cynthia?
I'm sorry, Mike is so funny.
Oh, Mike, that was funny.
No, he said Tony with a Y magically became Tony
I
with
don't
a
like
Y.
Cynthia or from the AFC South. No damn more.
oh my God.
Okay, Brian, I apologize. I just need you to stop. I need a break. I apologize.
It's
I
okay,
adore
Chica.
you.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know you're gonna get me back. I know you're over there thinking, but you scared because Andrea's in the house. That's what I'm feeling right now.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. No, I hear you.
We can sell this out in Wyoming. How about that?
Wyoming.
Remember last time we said we wouldn't go to Wyoming?
Oh God, yeah. You know what? I don't remember a lot of things because I don't like to bother my brain with too much information. So I didn't even remember that. But yeah, I get it. I'm not going to get some of the jokes because I don't remember some of that stuff. I just don't. So Tony, I think so. I know that Rick has a thing about swearing, and I've heard him say it a few times, and he doesn't realize that I sometimes listen to his show, even if I don't comment. But I think Rick, the other day you were saying something like you were telling people if you want to go to Carmen's show, you can go, but there's going to be a lot of cursing. So if you don't want to listen to a lot of cursing, don't go, or something like that. And that was like Rick is talking about me. Rick on his show, because a lot of his people come.
Good for you, Rick.
I cannot.
Because I was clicking on, I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram, and it was Rick was talking about religion, or Rick was there. It was during one of your segments, and you start cursing and carrying on and talking about, don't come to me, boop, 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 about your religion, boop. I said, wow.
That is not what I said. It was a Jesus thing.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And it was funny, and I made a clip about it. Don't even exaggerate it about that.
You did. And I said, swipe. I was like, I was hurt.
You were hurt?
I was hurt.
I was hurt.
I'm so sorry with your little virgin ears. Like, oh my God.
And this is what I'm talking about.
Befuddled. What was going on?
So here's
oh my goodness.
What's wrong with swearing? What is your problem with swearing?
To me, nothing.
But no, I know you nothing. I'm talking about Ted and Rick.
No, to me, nothing. But to Rick, I was like, oh
no,
my
the reason,
goodness.
okay, first of all, you didn't listen to the clip, so you didn't get the clip. He actually thought the clip was funny. And the reason why it was funny, because, and I'm gonna say it like this since we're talking about swearing, this motherfucker tried to throw in some religion into the show when he knows very well that the reason why he is on the show is we don't talk about religion and politics. So he over there quoting Jesus like the girl who went to school for 12 motherfucking years, Catholic school, ain't gonna know when he's slipping in a quote of Jesus.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky though. I wasn't trying to be sneaky.
I called you out on it because you were trying to be all cute.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky.
Famous man once said, and I was like, no.
You did do that. You did do that, Rick.
You did do that.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky.
You could have just said, and as Jesus said, but you trying to slime it in there. See, I wouldn't have said nothing if you just said it.
Well,
So
you let the
Melanie
cat out
said
the bag.
swearing sounds bad. You know, I know some people don't like swearing. And here's the thing, a lot of Rick's people come to our show. Melanie is one of those people, and I appreciate her coming or whatever. But I'm not going to change who I am and where I come from just to placate and make people feel comfortable. I think that's worse. And so ask me, why do I swear? Go ahead.
Why do you swear?
I swear because why is Tony saying no?
Because we're from the East Coast. We don't give a shit, honestly, but we try.
Look here's the thing is we don't give a shit. Part of it is because it is an easier way to express myself. It's not like I'm sitting here trying to be like, I'm going to say 5 swears in the next sentence. See, because you guys don't use the lingo or the street language or the whatever you want to call it. It feels foreign to you. But for me, and I'm not going to speak for anyone else, but for me, when I am saying something, it's just natural. It just comes out. And a lot of people on the East Coast swear. And I don't want to say that to all people, but does it bother you that some people don't swear? Melanie, absolutely not. But it does bother me when people are in a hierarchy, like they're better than people who swear.
Right.
That bothers me because the fact of the matter is swearing has nothing to do with your intelligence level at all. It has nothing to do with your intelligence level. And I know that there are all of, like Andrea knows, I saw the same thing that said people who swear tend to be, smarter, they also say other things, you know what I mean? So I think swearing is more indicative of a comfort level and indicative of how you grew up and who you are. And it's an authenticity thing. I don't walk into my office swearing.
That's what I was going to say. If I'm swearing in front of you, that means I'm actually comfortable with
right.
you. I like you.
Exactly.
I'm not going to, or I'm mad at you, right? Like I'm not going to do it in mixed company, let's say.
Yeah, while I'm at work, when I'm on the clock, I'm professional 100%. The moment I clock out, oh, hell no, kiss my ass. I'm out this shit.
Right.
In my career field, we tend to curse a lot because I'm an aircraft mechanic. Most mechanics.
Military, it's
and I'm military. Yeah, military now.
Military don't give a damn.
Yes, they do. Don't be fooled. Yes, the fuck they do. I'm telling you now. I don't give a damn what none of them tell you. Any and everybody out there, any and every branch, y'all know I ain't lying. We get to a point where we don't care. But there is a time and a place for everything. I'll give you a very classic example. Some people who swear all the time can't even stop swearing in front of kids. For the love of God, don't get mad at your kids for cursing if you don't want fucking doing it your damn self.
Yeah, don't get mad at your kids for doing what
you do. That's a form of trying to control myself, fix myself. I try not to do it. I'll tell my boys all the time, you'll hear me say stuff, but don't get yourself in trouble trying to do what I do. I'm going to guide you right regardless of what I do. And you don't want no kids swearing. I grew up around people that swearing all my life. Trust me, I've damn near been cursing since I was 5. Why? Because I'm from Queens, New York. Everybody in Queens used to curse back in the 70s and 80s. Y'all might want to watch
Queens.
Coming to America.
I don't understand how you're from
Good
New
morning,
York,
my neighbor.
Swear.
I'm sorry?
Ted, he's from New York. He don't swear. It just don't make no
I
sense.
didn't say I don't swear. I don't swear. I swear in a closed.
When he's on the clock,
it's a selective audience.
When he's off the clock.
And honestly, if you watch Coming to America, that's very authentic of Queens, New York. That movie was so solid about Queens.
I just think it's a weird. I just think it's a weird thing to get your panties all in a bunch about people swearing. And like, if any, I think the person that I like the most that swears all the time and is so successful is Gary Vee.
Oh, I know.
I love him. I love Gary Vee, and people don't like him because he swears. And I'm like, you missing out on all the pearls because you can't take his authentic self. Like that's who he is, and he ain't gonna apologize for it. And you don't have to like him if you don't like him, but because he's swearing, I don't. And also, can I just say this? As a kid who grew up as a Catholic, I am going to throw a religion thing in here. I think this is the other problem too. There was all this guilt about, you're a bad person if you wore your skirt like 1 inch above your knee or something, or you're a bad person if you do A, B, C, and D. And you know what that builds? That builds kids who the minute they have a moment to fucking swear, smoke, do drugs, wear whatever cleavage showing thing, the minute they can do it, they're right there doing it. Because you're so confined. And I think that's the other part of it too, is like when we were in school, there were all these rules, and we got out of school and we were like crazy. Catholic girls be the bomb, right? No, I'm not a Catholic girl no more, though, but yeah.
That's why you're the bomb.
I don't get the jokes. I feel so out of it. Your
You're a
kids will
Capricorn.
imitate you. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Think of it this way: would you prefer someone to swear or punch someone in the face? It's a way to relieve stress. You're correct. Most people before they hit
Oh,
somebody,
Cynthia, I'm sorry. You're right.
they will just walk off cussing instead of swearing. I mean, instead of hitting you. That's the truth. That is the truth.
But I don't even think swearing is always about an aggression thing. Swearing is sometimes just a flow. It's funny. I don't think I've ever sworn. Well, I swore at one person, but I don't think I ever. When I swear, it's more of a fun.
I saw it
thing.
on here.
What?
I saw you swearing on here.
I am swearing on here, but I'm not really calling you a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm,
No.
I'm saying motherfuckering on like just in general. I know it's
Oh my
bothering. That's why I'm
God.
doing it.
But I saw you swear on here a few weeks ago.
I swear on every episode.
She
What are you
doesn't
talking
deny
about?
that.
Oh, okay.
At first, she wasn't. At first, you were not cursing on your broadcast.
What are you talking about,
When
Tony?
when I first started watching beginning of the summer, I don't remember you swearing that much.
It was before it was all about the joy.
Sure. She was keeping it clean. She was keeping it wrong. She was keeping it all level. She was doing that. You was
You know,
not
you
doing
guys
that.
have little fantasies about who you think I am. You
I
guys
ain't had
gotta
no
erase
fantasies.
that.
G-rated.
I had no fantasies of you.
All of my videos on YouTube. You guys are a little bit nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm sitting here trying to swear a certain amount in every episode. It just it happens. Like
You
when
didn't meet
Charlie
quota.
was on, that was hilarious. He was on for like 20 minutes. I think 18 minutes of it was him just swearing, but it was funny. It was and he was amazing. And it's just he's from New York. It's just he just felt really comfortable. It was great. It was like no big deal. Like
For you was for the moment. I've noticed that. All jokes aside. You'll be cool, you'll be chill. But if somebody makes you switch,
you're confusing swearing and me getting mad. That's what you're confusing.
Well, most of the time you don't curse until you feel like you got to make a point. Sometimes you don't. You don't. Watch a lot of your
over analysis of me. I don't understand.
No. He's spot on. He is spot on.
I don't think that's true. I'm about to motherfucking swear right now. Just to. I'm gonna start swearing all the time now.
That's a pretty pretentious thing to do.
Ted, is this on your list?
Yes, I'm looking because
Really?
I was going to say.
Is this my resolution to swear as much as possible?
Carmen,
Tony only
are you
lasted
willing
4
to say
days.
for 2024, one of your resolutions is to kind of
I'm the same way, Mike.
cut down on the swearing.
Wait, are you saying me?
Yeah, you're Carmen.
You're telling wait.
Oh,
Wait, you're telling me
God.
that one of my
shit.
resolutions needs to
I'm
be
asking
what it should
you.
be?
I'm
No.
asking you.
No.
No?
It's such a stupid, silly thing to even be worried
Andrea is
about.
enjoying herself.
It doesn't even make sense. What? Because Andrea knows if you guys were in front of me, balls would be kicked right now. Why? She knows.
you might throw your hip out
Carmen's
again if
gonna
you
make
do.
a resolution to swear less. I'm like,
You might
get
throw your
to
hip out
know
again if you
her.
do.
Like that's not happening.
They don't know me. They think they know me. Like they make up shit in their head. That's what it is. Like,
And the more you say don't do something, the more people tend to do it. So
and and it's like, don't think of a white elephant. Like now I'm like, I'm just gonna keep swearing now every 5 seconds. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, Carmen, we
Who
have
is
so
this
much
Mike
fun.
guy?
We have so much
I
fun
know. Thank you
watching
so
the show and just,
I need
poking
Fireman
pockets.
Rich and Ted Hicks to do a show where all they do is swear. Look at Melanie going out there in a stretch. Oh, darn. Okay, I give you credit for that. That works, girl. That works.
But
However, it works for you.
There was a time when Carmen would say Mother Flower.
I was trying for Rick to help him. I was saying Mother Flower.
I think that's what Tony was saying. I think that's
That's
what
what we
I
were talking
didn't
about.
stop the verbiage. I was just trying to change the word.
Cut it
Because
out with
here's
the
my
sugar
argument.
honey iced tea.
What?
Quit the sugar honey iced tea.
Is that a fake
What?
swear?
Now watch. Carmen's going to say, I don't get it. Go ahead, Carmen.
I don't get it. I don't know what that means.
Sugar, S, honey,
Honey,
H,
Oh,
Ice.
got it.
Tea.
Got
Cut
it.
the shit.
That is so goddamn stupid. No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
You just woke Andrea up.
Andrea's like, I'm done. She's trying to be patient. She's done now.
This might be her last show.
That, like, I just fucking swear, if you're gonna say something that is almost the word that we know you're trying to say, fucking say the word.
Well, that's the argument I was having with Rick. Not argument, but we're having this, like, what does it matter? Because Rick doesn't swear, but he does say some words, and I'll be like he'll say something sucks or whatever. And I'm like, isn't that a swear? And he's like, that's not a swear. I'm like, okay, because sucking is an actual thing you do, I guess. I don't know. But isn't suck a swear? I'm confused. Look at Rick's like it's not a swear. So
No.
It's not in my official book of swear words, but I'll take it.
I'm just saying, but he says it's not a swear. What I'm saying is it's the tone. If I'm like, you motherfucking suck all of a sudden becomes a swear. But he's saying it's not a swear.
Motherfucking get to swear.
George Carlin.
Hey, I have a question.
I do know them. You want me to say them?
Completely gone off the rails.
Carmen,
Yeah.
have you ever gone on Rick's show? Because we know Rick always comes on your show.
No one goes on Rick's show, but I would never be disrespectful on anyone.
No. I'm just saying, like, so Rick, most of your shows you're just by yourself, and that's that.
Too. Yeah, and it's faith-based. It's like walking into a church. I wouldn't go into a church and start swearing. That's rude to people.
It has nothing to do with the swearing. I just wanted to know if you ever go on to Rick's show.
I go on to a show, but not live, just like into the comments.
Oh, and in the comments. All right.
Yeah, I visit once in a while.
There are so many comments.
Yeah, nobody's catching. I'm laughing at them. They actually tripping.
I'm watching it. Yeah, I already
No,
know
there's
these
so many
words.
comments. I feel like we're leaving that crowd out, but
Melanie's making me look bad. She
Who's
agrees with
Josh
Carmen.
Rosario? Middle school all over again.
He's one of my peeps. Melanie's getting me in trouble and agreeing with Carmen. She said, "Yeah, suck is a swear."
It is a swear.
I don't think so.
It isn't if you're using it. I was saying it's about tone.
It is about
Son of
tone.
a booty.
For me, when I just use a regular word, like, okay, and I know it's a swear for all of you, but if I'm using a word and I'm trying to make a point and being funny, it comes out naturally because authentically, that's how I grew up around people who talk like that. Mm-hmm. When you guys talk about, oh, I hate swearing, I think what you actually mean is you don't like people who are screaming and yelling and swearing at you. That's a very different thing. But people can hurt people with words without swearing.
Oh, 100%.
It's even harder. You know what I mean? So to me, it's about tone. And so when I'm swearing, I don't think I'm swearing to be mean or cruel. I'm being funny. You know what I mean? And even the thing with the Jesus thing with Rick, it was because he knows why. It was funny. That's why I made the clip of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious. If you understand,
it was fucking hilarious.
Profanity at its best definition is an extremity of emotion. Period. It's an extremity of emotion. That
was almost profound, Tony.
I try. I have my moments.
Rick's trying to give you a compliment, but somehow it's like a backhanded compliment.
Yes.
That's kind of so Tony.
Tony, how do you like this?
Can we get some thumbs to come up on the screen? I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Lord.
Bathurst was good.
Hey Bathurst, how's it going, buddy?
Toby, I see you over there. I'm not doing this.
I don't know what Mike's saying. I retire. Hi, Toby. Oh, I didn't see Toby. Mm-hmm. Hi, Toby. Rich. Words can be weapons. Words can also heal and inspire.
Yeah, of course.
Someone who swears every other word bothers me. That's me, Melanie. I'm sorry, girl.
No, you really don't.
Sorry. Mike said Carmen said it's about tone, which now he has 3 names.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get him.
And with the peach schnapps, that's so cute. Love it.
Royal.
All I see is a big peach on it. I see a big peach with the word peach. That's all I see.
So now you need some motherfucking glasses.
I know I could put on my glasses. I don't have them. Oh, here they are.
We had that episode. That was a great clip too.
Mother May I glasses.
It's gonna be a lot of good clips in this one.
Oh man.
Oh my
This
God.
I don't know
tough.
who's doing the clips. You bitches, like I got nothing else to do all day. Okay, let me see.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, I got time tomorrow.
There she goes.
Let's help her out. Let's help her out, y'all.
Dear.
There she
Because my
goes.
husband just asked, "What the fuck are you
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Ooh, Mike.
Call Pink
Mike.
Panties in a minute. What's Pink Panties?
Mike needs his own show.
Oh
He does
man.
have his own show.
Oh, okay. There you
All right, are we ready to wrap it up? No, I'm just kidding.
go.
We just getting warm.
Yeah, we're getting warming up.
I have a headache. I really do.
Oh my God.
Carmen has a headache.
I'm having
You're
a bad
drinking
day.
wine. You're drinking wine. You'll be fine.
What's
Is
your
it
What
What
did you
was
say,
the answer to the
What'd you say,
question?
Brian?
Mike
She's
said he
drinking
loves your
wine.
background today, Ted.
Oh,
Where are you? Is this your new business office?
Real.
Let me
You
present
can't
the
say
wall.
top secret.
Don't tell us. We'll wait for the brick and mortar. I'm sorry. It was just so cryptic. I need to know everything. You know, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Oh no,
I
tomorrow.
know.
Wrapping
I'll
it
call
up.
you Monday while you're on the train.
Josh, I live in Georgia. I'm originally from Queens, New York, but I live in Georgia.
Is Josh one of your people, Rick?
Mhm.
Hi, Josh.
I'm in Texas.
Connecticut.
California.
California in the house. Yep.
Originally Queens, New York, residing Long Island, New York right
Please
now.
represent.
Long Island.
Long
I'm from the
Island.
H, Houston, Texas.
Rick's background is the best. No, I'm just
Thank
kidding. No,
does
I
have
think you're a little biased.
A little bit.
Little bit, but that's all right. It's all right. Which I think is kind of interesting because he has such a mix of everything in there. There's too much. I see. Do you have DC Comics in there too?
It's all
Nah.
Marvel.
It's all Marvel. Okay, good.
Marvel, Doctor Who. One little Doctor Who.
I'd love to live in New York City. Where do you live, Mike? Where does Mike live?
Mike's in Memphis,
Yes.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
He's Nashville. Excuse me. He's in Nashville.
He's in
Oh,
Nashville.
Nashville. My
I
friend
miss
Corey.
New York, but every time I go visit, I realize how long it's been since I've lived there. I love visiting. I love being up there, but I don't think I can live up there right now anymore. And I'm older now. I don't need that fast pace as much anymore.
Man, it's expensive.
Being where I'm at is very comfortable, very stable. I don't do as much as I used to. And I will say this, nothing against New York because I really miss the hell out of it, but things down here are more modern, where a lot of New York is being renovated. So a lot of things down here are brand new. New York is very expensive. God, I miss the pizza, the White Castle.
Boston.
Oh, White Castle ain't all that though.
Shut
I had
up.
the one in Vegas. It sucks.
All that mess.
What's White Castle? What's White Castle?
White Castle in Vegas sucks.
But what is White Castle? I don't even know what it is.
They're
Did you say
famous
you
for
don't know
those
what White Castle is?
little
It's
tiny
a place you
burgers.
can get some murder burgers, and that you'll eat them, they'll taste good, and in the morning you'll be like, I shouldn't have.
That happened to me once. It did happen to me once. It broke my heart too.
Yikes.
It broke my
Andrea,
heart.
did you know what it was? We don't know what it is.
I knew it was burgers, but that's all I know.
But
I
y'all
didn't
are-
know
It's like it's little mini. It's like little mini sliders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing
Very,
special.
very well said, Brian. Very well said.
Mm.
Mike, you will love the subways. I actually got to smell the subway just to get myself like regenerated. It does something to my DNA because I grew up in it. Just gotta go.
I'm like, ugh.
Ah, that's 11th and Blinker.
Dude, it's like when people go down south and they just got to smell all the country air. For us, New York, we go to New York, we just got to, two things you do when you go to New York. You got to smell the subway, you got to see the Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building. They already took them two away from us.
That
Subway
just sounds
stinks.
wrong.
The subway stinks. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm like, why is that what you're bringing up about New
I'm
York?
just-
I'm like, ew.
I miss it. I miss New York. I ain't gonna lie. The pizza, nobody has
Bye,
better.
Rich.
I don't care who you are. I don't care where
Later,
you're from.
Rich.
Nobody has better pizza than New York. Nobody has
Yeah.
better pizza.
Bye, Rich.
Cynthia.
There's no better pizza. I agree with
There's
you.
no better pizza.
No, he's saying we got to go to Five Guys.
Oh, he's saying he's got to go to Five Guys.
Oh.
Oh, like, wow, we're so
Five Guys
confused.
burgers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Five Guys is so
burgers.
expensive, though. Like,
It
it's
is.
ridiculous
Oh, it is.
for
It
a
is.
fast
It
food
is.
restaurant.
It's
I'm
gotten
sorry.
Melanie,
The
the
burgers
bun
are
is a
average.
mistake. The bun
I
is
got 3 burgers there. I was 50 and some fries. It was like $50 something. And I was standing there. I was like, I feel like you're robbing me right now.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to cancel my order.
Literally why I don't go there anymore.
Five Guys sucks. Smash Burger sucks. In-N-Out sucks. Beck's Prime is the way to go.
Shash.
And Whataburger.
Never heard of it.
Melanie sliders.
Never heard of it.
I don't know her.
White Castle buns
Oh.
are thinner, and they're not as thick as a slider bun. That's the difference, honestly.
We saw the sun and the moon in the woman's eyes.
First, I'm doing Train Fest. We saw the sun and the moon.
Pickup lines.
Oh my god.
This is a classic
So,
episode.
so Carmen, when is the next time you're coming out to Tribeca?
To Soho, stay at
To
the Soho
Soho.
Grand or the Roxy. I miss my
So
hotels.
bougie. so bougie.
What are we putting in the?
God damn
Okay,
it. Here goes Brian with his shit.
I don't know. You know, I was going to come for New Year's, but now that I'm going away in March for 2 weeks, I'm not going to go anywhere for the holidays because I'm going with 14 women to the Caribbean. Oh, wait, I haven't told you. I'm so sorry.
Well, now, Stella.
Yeah.
Real shit. Real shit.
I saw
Getting
that.
her groove back.
Well, I haven't talked to her since my diagnosis, so.
And she just flipped me off, too.
She did.
No,
I
Andrea
saw
did it to
that
me,
thing.
and I did it to Andrea.
Nah,
See?
no.
Yeah, we're not even. We're talking to each other here. We're not even. You guys weren't. We weren't.
We got a whole
in
thing
there.
happening here.
So the 2 weeks that you're not going to be here, that you're going to be in the Caribbean,
Caribbean.
will we get
Get
to
your groove
host
back.
All About the Joy? That's what I want to know.
Fuck no. Absolutely. Fuck no. Absolutely not. No way. No, I don't trust none of you.
Oh, come
Actually, I
on.
already told
My
you
name is
that
William Shakespeare.
I will do it from there.
You should trust us by now.
Why, you think we're going to burn it down or something like that?
Look at her face. Look at her face.
It's not even a think. Look at what's happening now. Like, hell to the no.
LinkedIn,
No.
Unfollow.
Everyone's gonna unfollow me. It's okay. No, but
You
I
get on
already
there.
told Rick I would probably do the show from there.
Why not? The internet can't be worse than it is for you right now.
Oh, rim shot.
Spectrum.
I'm so.
We're laughing at the
confused.
comments, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are unaware, we're looking at the comments as everybody's talking. We are getting a kick out of what we're seeing. Big ups to
Yes.
everybody in the chat.
I'm not even paying. I'm so lost right now.
I'll be
So-
multitasking.
Comments are lit tonight.
what?
We got Stella
said
getting her
the
groove back
comments are
and
lit
Carmen getting her
tonight.
They
creative
are
journey
lit
started.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. Melanie low.
Put it in gear.
I swear.
I think Melanie's on my side, but I can't.
She's
tell.
okay. She,
You see what
Congratulations.
happens.
She's the only one on my side.
Yes.
Carmen,
Yeah, no.
Andrea, you got to admit, the comments are kind of on fire tonight. And I think that's because you got a couple of extra people on here.
All I did was break down profanity. We've been up here for 45 minutes.
There you go.
You're welcome. And thank you, Restream, for the ability of putting comments on the screen. Thank you. Restream.
Yes.
I'm looking at you, StreamYard.
StreamYard. Come on. Say it again.
To me, why doesn't StreamYard let you do it?
I don't know. But
Melanie, I tried fudge for a while, but it wasn't working for me because the word fuck
She
is
got
just
hungry
say,
afterward.
but
Never.
well,
She
she
got
was
hungry.
what she's talking about. For me, she would have said the word fudge, like what or you say mother flower. I was trying it for a while. You know what I mean?
You gave it a shot.
Caribbean Queen.
I know.
That was singing.
so are you going like on a cruise? Are you
I don't
going
do
like
I do not do that.
Yes,
No
well,
water. She don't do
No,
water.
no. Wait. What did you just say?
she doesn't
I don't do
water?
cruises. I don't do cruises. You're the one who doesn't do water. Like, Rick is trying to make it like it's me. No. I don't do.
I will do a cruise, but gotta make sure
Have
you
you ever
use
done a
weight
cruise,
first.
Carmen? Have you ever done one before?
When I went home to the memorial service I had to go to, a bunch of friends, we all kind of met up, and they go every year. They ditch their husbands and their children, and they go. And they invited me, and I said, you know what? I'm in. and you get on the group chat and it's hilarious. Like they're just, you know, because you have to make, so everyone's already bought their tickets, hotel rooms are already booked. I mean, it's all done. It's a done deal. So that's, I mean, if there's anything about a resolution, just to bring it all back, that is one thing I'm doing from this day forward, especially because I had this health scare the other day, which was pretty traumatic for me. I mean, I guess I didn't tell you, Ted, but I did mention it on the show, and Andrea knows about it. But I've decided that every year I'm going to go away somewhere for 2 weeks, no matter what, somewhere I've never been. So in 2025, Cynthia and I are going to Scotland and Ireland. I had said it was going to be next year. Yeah. So,
You lost Brian again.
He'll be back.
Did we lose him, or did he not?
He just took his camera off. He took his camera off.
Refilling his cocktail.
He can still hear us.
So Brian and Tony want to know, what are the dates that this Caribbean trip?
Yeah, I'm not mentioning that yet because I don't want people to make plans to be at my house or anything. So look at Ted. It's just going to be at some point in March.
I would have asked you myself. Why?
I know. You know what? Look, here's the thing. Here's what I've realized about Ted. Ted likes to have this really clean, nice reputation. You know what I mean? Like he don't create no problems, but it's all a lie. That's what I learned. It's all a lie. Oh my God! Him and that other person. Yep, always. And Ted is worse because he does it so perfectly well.
You know what? I'm gonna change it up for you, Carmen. This is the other guy. This is Ted.
Yeah. Trying to always cause problems, you know. I got you. Pretending you're not getting involved with nothing, but you involved in everything, and then you stay back. I know how it is.
I've always heard too that you don't tell potential thieves you're not going to be home.
That's right. Right. Wow. So I said March.
There you go.
But
that's good.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. But I made that decision. That's not really a New Year's resolution. That's because I had a health scare.
Carmen, seriously.
What? I'm going to tell everyone right now.
No, but seriously, that should be a lifestyle change for you.
No, it is. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing it. But so I had I don't know how people don't get a physical every year, but I do. And I went and got my physical, got my blood work, and I've never had problems at all with blood work or anything like that. And this time it was really, really bad. All of it. So bad that they thought it was a lab mistake. Right? I mean, it was like just complete opposite. So I went to the memorial, came back, we redid the lab work, and it was the same. So my thyroid is completely destroyed. I have Hashimoto's disease.
You did say that before.
Yeah, and we were worried that I would have to have surgery and it taken out if there was cancer, but there's no cancer and it's fine, and I just have to be on medication for the rest of my life. But because of that, I was like, you know what? I had like 8 days of like, oh my God, like freaking out.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I'm not playing this game no more. I'm gonna live my life, and my client's gonna have to live without me for a little bit. So, and they're fine.
You deserve 2 weeks a year. Everybody deserves at least 2 weeks a year. I know when I went to the hospital in 2009, I thought I had cancer. They found that it was something else. I took the scare as enough for me to make corrections and changes within myself. So I can actually give you credit and acknowledgement for that. Do what you need to do. We all got to work for the year, but take some time to yourself. 2 weeks is a long time for me because my crazy ass will go to Vegas for 2 weeks and come back broke for the next 2 years. That's why I got to be careful where I go and what I do.
No, I mean, you guys have kids too. It's different, right? I mean, that's the other violence. I don't even have that excuse. Like, why am I not traveling? Like, I'm like, I want to travel. Right. I don't have anyone to go with. And then it's like,
the reason why you're traveling so much is because you're smart with your money instead of blowing it.
But who cares if you're smart with your money if you're not doing the simple things like relaxing and taking a trip? And I mean, what's my money going to do for me?
Not enough $500 a night.
What?
It's another conversation.
I said, when you're not here, what's your money going to do for you?
Yeah. So I'm not saying that people should spend crazy or whatever, but my whole thing is, and I don't say this to be mean, I don't even have children. So I don't even have an excuse to be like, I'm not going to go here or I'm not going to go there. And I have plenty of people to travel with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I agree with you because I was talking with some friends of mine about it. It's like every year I want to do one national trip and then one international.
yeah.
So now that I've done my national, I think later in the year, I still want to go to Reykjavik, Iceland.
Oh, that would be nice.
That'd be nice.
You've never been, right?
I've never been. I've only been to London, Bristol, Windsor, Bath, and I was gonna go to Scotland, but apparently ran out of time.
Yeah, Iceland. My God, that would be amazing.
Iceland.
Oh, because just the time frame that I was there in London. London was cool.
Shooting up there. Now remember, and I don't mean to cut you off. We had talked about trips a couple years ago, Brian.
Yeah, we did.
All we got to do is recheck them prices.
Here we go.
I mean, yeah. I
thought you were gonna make fun of me with the hotels.
No. We were talking. No.
okay.
Tony and I were talking about meeting up in New Orleans, but apparently, New Orleans is not how it used to be. It's gotten way worse. So we're trying to figure out what would be a good solution. Even when, for work, when I had to do when I spent the week out in Birmingham, I was trying to see if I could meet up with them, but conflict of schedules.
I had conflicts on my end. Yeah, we talked about every major city between us, people in Australia, people in Europe, where will be a common meeting ground, what will be the most economical. We actually did come up with San Diego being the best deal. Now, everybody would love to go to Vegas. Everybody would love to go to New Orleans. A bunch of people would love to go to New York. I'll be to New York. I'll drive to New York.
I'll go to San Diego any day.
Yeah, I've never been to San Diego, so I've never been to California at all. We did check a few places out. So when you said that list, Carmen, the place that you wanted to go, I was going to ask you what places you would like to go to. And at least a round table, places that people would love to go to. A lot of people want to travel international. I'm not even worried about it. It's a place I want to go internationally, but if I don't,
and also too, to knock out two birds with one stone, you could go to Seattle, hang out in Seattle for a few days, and you could take a ferry and go into Vancouver.
Yeah.
There you go. Two places.
I don't do that. So that's the other thing about traveling. I am going to go to one place and stay there for 2 weeks. This is the other reason why I don't want to travel with people, because they'll go to London and they'll go to 15 different places in the 1 week that they're there. I am not that traveler. I am definitely somebody who goes somewhere and then stays there for at least a week. You know what I mean? I really need it to be that simple, for me to relax. I can't.
That's me in Vegas. I'll stay in Vegas for a week, no problem.
Oh
I can stay in Vegas for a week, no problem.
I love Vegas so much. Wow, you love Vegas?
I love Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is fun.
Oh my God. Andrea, you love Vegas too, right?
No.
I love Vegas.
I don't think I could do, honestly, more than 36 hours in Vegas.
That's smart.
I just need to get in, get out.
Yeah.
That is smart on your part.
Yeah.
I don't gamble, so it doesn't matter. I don't even participate in all of that. It's just
even outside of the gambling, and I do gamble.
Enjoy it at all.
Even outside of the gambling, and I do gamble. The stuff that I want to do, there's at least 3 concerts I want to go to. 2 more of the excursions, if you will, because I want to do the Grand Canyon tour. Also want to do the helicopter ride over the city. Most of the other stuff, I've been to Vegas 7 times.
At
least 3 more times.
This last go around,
I'd be fine to never go back.
I dated a guy who lived in Vegas and wasn't there that many times.
That's why you won't go.
Red Rock.
Red Rock is not in the city.
But you know what I mean? But I'm just saying,
man.
you were there more than I was. Wow, I hate Vegas.
I went out there a lot of times for my job. My job said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the current company that I work for, they're already getting the ball rolling to open up a location in Vegas. So I'm all in.
Now Vegas, you don't want to stay there for 3 weeks. It'll start to wear on you. Last time,
but
that 3rd week, it was time to damn go.
Yeah, on this last go around, I landed there Thursday, and all day Thursday we were just walking around seeing what's new, because it's been about 4 years since I've been, 16 years for my brother, 10 years for my best friend, and then for my coworker that went with me, it was his first time. So he was just all like, whoa. But
between 2000 and 2019, the changes that has happened to that city has blown my mind.
Yeah. So for my dinner birthday, went to Morimoto for Iron Chef Morimoto. And then Saturday night, we went to go see the Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show. That was awesome. And the Sphere was spectacular.
So did you see U2 in there?
No. Just saw a presentation of a passport from Earth.
Melanie, I can answer.
Postcard from Earth.
Vegas has more than gambling. Anybody who is unfamiliar with Vegas, let me be clear.
And the food.
to do than gamble. You can eat your butt off.
Yeah,
You will
and that was the main thing we did.
crazy.
We did not do the buffets this time. We're like, we're gonna go to Morimoto's. Then we went over here. All these new places that they have not been to.
You can sightsee just walking up and down the strip and not realize how big that city really is. There's plenty to do in Vegas besides gamble, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there was like this one restaurant we went to. It's called Sage and Ivy. Best damn chicken and waffles ever.
I'm trying to catch Brown before he starts talking about food, but
I know.
You lost.
So, I know there's something wrong with my restream because it's not even streaming anywhere I posted it. So I know there's something wrong with my restream.
You are actually on LinkedIn, you're on YouTube.
But I'm not on Facebook.
Let me look right now.
Is it on Facebook, all about the Joy page?
Rick is you're on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
You are showing everywhere. I had this happen to me last week, Carmen, just so you know. Mine was acting up. I had to get in touch with them as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that the reason why you were on StreamYard?
Look at me. I'm like, are we done now?
Yeah, because my restream was acting up. That's why I did StreamYard that night. And I did
why do you use StreamYard? Like, why do you like it more than Restream?
You have to ask them. They do. I don't.
I'm asking, Ted. Why do you use
I was just introduced to StreamYard first.
No, your Facebook is
lost in the stratosphere of the internet. I don't know. There's something kind of poetic about that.
Yeah, it is very poetic.
You just use it because you have the subscription now, right? For
Yeah.
StreamYard?
Yeah.
I do like Restream. I just I don't know what's going on with my internet, but whatever.
I mean, if I could do it again, I would try this because I just like how the comments appear.
Yeah.
Like there's with StreamYard, you have to manually push.
Yeah. This is just less work. It's less work this way.
Restream has the best plan out of all of the platforms, and there's 4 of them that I've checked out. Restream has the best plan out of everybody. I don't know what the glitch was, and I noticed it last week. There were 2 or 3 broadcasts I was on. I saw it buffering a little bit, like I could see yours, Carmen. We got you covered, though. Don't worry about it. If you need us to make the clips, I got time tomorrow. I can start doing some editing if you want me to.
I'm not doing clips for this show. I know you want me to, but I'm not.
Why not?
Why not?
Because it takes me a long time, and I have to do the ones from Kelly. I'm not putting this on my podcast. It's just going to be streaming. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We
got it.
Ted's going to put it on his podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I have to listen to it again and see if there's anything of substance that's like I like the swearing conversation was good.
No, the swearing part was I think that was the best.
Was the highlight.
Fucking marvelous.
Was the marvelous, yeah.
And the Tony with an eye.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh my God, that comment with Mike was just too fly. I'm gonna have to make that like a step, usually I cut out all the comments when I do, but I'm gonna put the comment like on the top and then just Tony's face and then all of our laughing in the soundtrack of it. Because
don't make me make broadcasts and clips about you.
No, it has been done so many times. It's okay. It just means you love me.
I don't do it crazy.
You know what I mean? It's all right, All right, what else you got, Ted? We at 1:13. Are we going to 2 hours?
We're going to 3 hours now.
Yeah,
oh gosh.
All right. Yeah. Stamina, baby. Let's do it.
You got, baby?
No, that's gonna basically wrap it up.
We don't have to wrap it up. I want to hear.
We didn't talk about a resolution.
Hicks.
We didn't talk about our resolutions.
Say it again.
We didn't talk about our resolutions. Like, what do we have planned for our resolutions? What are our goals for the year?
No, Rich. No. No, Rich. No.
What is that? What is it?
Yeah.
Where
we're doing 6, 7, 8, 9
I don't
hours.
know what that means. Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah. Click the 6, 7, 8, 9 hours.
Long shows. So sometimes you'll go 6
that's like
hours.
a Haps thing, right? That's like a Haps thing. Yeah.
No.
It's what Lick does now. He does a 6 hour or 8 hour show, and you're like,
why?
I don't know.
No, I'm like, really, why would you do that? And are people listening to that? All right, Peach, stop.
Just for you.
Chill out over there.
Love it. Andrea is finally here. That's how my man does it. You know, she's like
Off
the pretty
camera.
California blonde. She's all conservative and everything, like with the way she talks. She only speaks when she needs to, but when she does, it is fire. You know, it's
That's what you love
so
about
good.
Carmen, I thought she was a liberal.
She is a liberal. I meant like conservative in a different way. She is a liberal. She a tree hugging liberal.
I see what you did there.
Wow.
How am I
No,
lying? How am I lying? I resolve not to make a resolution. Go ahead, Melanie. Melanie's
All
my
right.
boo. That's all I'm saying.
Right there with you.
Right there with you.
I mean, some of us have talked about some goals for 2024. I guess we can close out with that. I let the cat out of the bag.
You're gonna start a business. I'm gonna be traveling. Tony, what you doing in 2024?
I'm still regenerating, still trying to reorganize myself. I think I'm gonna put more in the bank than I spend. That's gonna be the toughest job for me.
That's a good one. That's actually a really good one.
It's a challenge I've given myself a lot. My responsibilities, and I will emphasize my responsibilities as a father, has slowed a lot of it down. But that's natural. When I was younger and it was just me, I was able to do it. I have seen the difference, so I know it's possible. I just got to slow myself down, which is what
Will
I've
you
been
put
doing.
money aside for what? Like a rainy day?
I always put money aside, period. Rainy day, if I die, the kids got money, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that on purpose, all that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody has taught me when I was in my 20s, people in the 40s, 50s, and 60s would always tell me, start saving now, start saving now, start saving now. Based on what I went through this year, they weren't lying. Even last year. Two of the reasons I made it through last year and this year was from some of the money that I saved and how I saved it. So I am grateful to a lot of older people who have told me how to do my money smartly instead of just blowing it. Right. And if I was to kick anything out to any of the young folks out there, let me tell you a little shit something. Start fucking saving now. I'm not lying to you. I was just talking to one of my coworkers about it today. He hired on about 4 years ago. And he started seeing what I was telling him once he became a dad. He was like, you was telling me, I said, listen, everything I was telling you, people have told me. When you hire on to a job, start setting your savings up now, start setting your retirement up that day. You'll never see that money, but it'll be there when you need it. And it's one of the smartest mindsets I've ever had and kept.
But you know what? I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with you because I think this is part of the problem. I'm just going to give you a different way to look at it. I think I think this is the problem is there's such an emotional attachment to money. I keep saying this to people. Like, even the way you're talking about, you have to save. Like, there's a fear. If you don't have money, someone's going to. I know plenty of people who got tons of money and their life sucks anyway and things fall through the cracks. If you stop looking at money, I'm not done. You just talked for 5 minutes. Let me just say
I didn't even say nothing. I'm just waiting. Go ahead.
Okay, put your hand up. But let me just tell you, I think the thing about money that people make the mistake on is it's either a very fearful thing or it's a very joyful thing or it's a very everybody's scared thing. And actually, if you would just start looking at money as a tool, it would be a much easier thing to handle. It's a tool. Don't put so much emotion into it. Yeah. Should you save money? Sure. How can you save money in a way that doesn't impede on the lifestyle that you have right now? And I'm not trying to be mean. Like some people are like, oh, you need to not drink your $6 a day coffee. You know what? If the $6 a day coffee is your moment of joy and that's all you get because you're a mother and you have kids and you have a career, and drink your damn coffee. Maybe you cut somewhere else. Maybe you don't buy that pair of shoes you thought you were going to buy, for some outfit or something. You know what I mean? It's like kind of not being so mean to yourself about money and using it as a tool will make it an easier way to figure out how to save money, because it's not like, oh my God, I'm going to get in so much trouble. The money is a thing. It's a tool. People got to change things about money.
Money is a tool. You are correct. However, you would almost have to go through a situation where you need it to understand it. And that's what happened to me on more than one occasion.
You think I didn't
say you have it. I haven't said you have it.
Everybody needs it.
Go ahead and get your one. I've had it happen to me more than once. When I was in a situation to where I could get on my feet and be able to save instead of borrow or have to ask for, I put myself in a situation. And that's one thing I want to kick to the youth. A lot of these little young fuckers right now, and I'm going to go ahead and say this shit, they don't save nothing. They don't want to do nothing.
No more pink schnapps for you.
So
No more peach schnapps for you.
this ain't schnapps, damn it. The third time it's broken.
That's
It is
no
peach
it's
flavored
sticky,
whiskey.
baby.
It is now, Tony.
It is now.
It is
It's
now.
now.
and forever.
Because I had to deal with bougie shit forever. You drink peach schnapps, bitch.
Damn.
Honestly, to all the youth out there, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor, seriously. Set up some type of savings on your income on every paycheck. Every dollar you bring home, save a piece of that dollar. You have to, because you don't want to be in a situation where you can't
I'm
afford.
going to disagree with you. I don't want you telling the youth that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know what you could teach your kids is how to handle their money without fear and without craziness about money. That's what you need to teach kids. Don't be like, you got to put money away because something bad's going to happen. You're going to need it and you can ask nobody for it. And like that. It's just silly. Just stop being so emotional about money. And you know what? If you start teaching your kids now, and if you start teaching yourself how to deal with money as a tool, it'll be a much easier thing to handle.
Okay.
I'm telling you, rich people, poor people, nobody ends up taking their money anywhere, and nobody is safe from falling through the cracks. I know people who have money, had savings account, had one medical thing happen to them, wiped out, done.
John Q. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And they saved and whatever else. That movie, John Q, is a good one. But I'm just saying, like, so that's why I'm saying you never know what's going to happen. Should you save money? Yes, of course. But you should do it in a way that makes sense. And that isn't.
What does Melanie say? Having money is not bad. Loving money is bad.
We spoke on it.
Yeah, that's why most relationships fail.
What Mike just said is the whole thing. When you got kids, you have the reaction of what I'm saying when talking about money. And I do say that as a parent. Now, there was a time I didn't have my oldest till I was 28. So there was actually it was a time when I was just me, and I had my years just doing things by myself.
How long have you been told, since you were a kid, how long have you been told by your parents or whoever, how long have you known that you should be saving money? How long do you think you've known that?
When I first got a job as a teenager.
Yeah, and so how did that work out for you?
I didn't make enough money to save.
But this is what I'm trying to say is, so change your perspective on money, because that fear mongering about money doesn't work for us. That's all I'm trying to say. If you start looking at money as a way in which to move forward in your life, then you can, I don't know how to explain, I'm not explaining it well, but I was
going to say us as in who?
Just all of us. We were all like, money is like a thing that we have to fear all the time, or have if we don't have it, if we don't have the best thing. Like, everything is an angst when it comes to money.
Yes.
You know, and it shouldn't be, is what I'm saying.
What you emphasize with money being a tool is the one tool on the planet everybody understands.
I would disagree with you. Most people don't understand money. That's the problem.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
You do understand stuff from a different perspective than I do. That's why I listen to it. You talk to people who are, I want to say, more affluent than I am.
No. The stupid people I work for, because they can be listened to. The reason why they hire me is because they don't know how to deal with their money either. That's the whole point.
You did say that more than once. You have said that more than once. That's true. You have said that more than once.
And I'm not sitting here living large or whatever, but I live simply and within my means, and I'm not afraid of it. Do you know what I mean? So
I'm about to get Brian on you. You're not living large. How much is that hotel again, Brian?
$500 a night with a golden toilet and an assistant that'll call you every hour on the hour, let you know what meeting you have. Miss first class, got to sit second row by the aisle.
I know how to handle my money, so you know what I mean. So I can do that shit.
I remember telling my son that it's great to save money, do the best you can, but what's the point if you're miserable?
I understand that fully, and that's a lot of where she's coming from.
I don't know. I mean, over down the line, like even like the younger guys I work with, I'm like, just be smart, double check, triple check your ideas before pulling the trigger, because a lot of people act on impulse because it feels good, but it's like, it can feel good all you want, but is it logical? Is it rational?
What Mike just said is, I think, is where Carmen's coming from. I work in banking. People understand money, but the thing people do is manipulate money and people with it, and manipulate their minds to think they have everything with it too. That's a lot of where she's coming from, in my opinion. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong, Carmen.
I mean, I don't think that people actually understand money. I disagree with that. I think that is actually the problem. People think they understand money. And I don't know if people even I mean, yeah, some people are manipulative when it comes to what they think is power. I always say this and people get upset, but having a lot of money does not equal having a lot of power. It's fake power. If you're using the ability to have money to then force people to work for you under bad conditions and treat them like shit or whatever, okay, fine. People need a paycheck, but that's not real power. Real power comes from having respect, right?
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I know what he's saying, and I'm not disagreeing 100%. I'm just saying, like, I know this woman who's writing a book about
Mental
money,
discipline.
and everything she's writing about it. I'm like, first of all, it's all been said, and secondly, it's all wrong. Like,
Melanie, what you just said is what I'm guilty of. What Melanie just said is what I'm guilty of. She said, "Don't spend the most."
That's true.
I have done that shit.
I
Get
have done
hungry,
that
I
too.
go. I feel like shopping, I go. I want to do something, I do.
We've all done it, but that's why I'm saying
Yes.
you got to take the emotion out of money, you know?
Yes.
I remember when I first bought, and I always tell this story about Mia, but I remember when I first bought like a $400 pair of jeans. I was working at a design company or whatever, and I called her, Dolce Gabbana, yeah, don't freak, whatever. And I remember calling her and I was afraid, like, should I buy these? Yeah, I feel guilty. And that's when I started
Of course you
understanding.
should.
It was ridiculous. Like the guilt. I had to call my friend across the country to ask her if I could buy.
$400.
I worked for a design company, and it doesn't matter.
$400
Jeans.
But
made like from like that.
Hold on.
Skin hide from a camel in Saudi Arabia, imported with like 5,000 thread type of shit jeans.
But hold on. If you
God
work,
damn.
if
Sorry,
you work
Rick.
and you work hard, shouldn't you value, and like if you want to buy something, you want to treat yourself, shouldn't you be able to buy it and just say, okay, I splurged and
I'm really picking, but I'm gonna
That's
get
not
on
even a splurge. That's just it's you guys. I hate to say, you can call me whatever you want, but that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is at some point you start to understand that there is a different way of existing. So you might not want to spend $400 for a pair of jeans, but if I'm working for a design company, I can't be walking in with Target and acting like it's all bling from the finest.
That's what it's called, outlet malls,
So
honey.
this is just a different level of shit. Do you guys not know fashion? Do you not know how much those things cost? You guys don't know who Dolce Gabbana is?
I can't afford fashion.
Of course we do.
No.
So then why are you acting so stupid? Why are you acting
What are you talking about?
I can't afford fashion. I will go to the mall. I will go to a flea
But
market.
I'm trying to tell
I
a
shop
story.
at outlet. I
This
shop
is
at
the
outlet
ghetto
malls.
buying of part. Like this is where I get tired of. Like I am not going to feel bad because I spend money on the things I want to spend money on. And you guys keep joking about it, and I know you like joking about it. But at some point, it's more telling of who you are than it is of me, and
You're
it's
right.
embarrassing.
So
It's embarrassing.
hold on one sec, because what I said I thought was positive.
I don't even know what you said. I'm talking about these two.
Yeah, refresh our
I don't
memory,
even know what
please.
you said. I was trying to have a real conversation about money, and they're all wigging out. You're missing the point of the story, which is when you turn around and you feel guilt about buying something that you want, that you have to call your friend. That is an emotional attachment to money. I wasn't taking anything from anyone's plate for food, or you know what I mean, or taking from my
You
children.
work for it yourself.
I was trying to fit into an organization that I don't fit into because I grew up the way I did. And now I was working as an executive at a company, and I was feeling guilt about spending money because I grew up not being able to do that. So the point of the story is stop being emotional about money, do what you got to do, and then you keep moving forward. If you keep living in the land of poverty, that is where you will stay.
You can love your
That
neighbor.
is the fact.
Paris once said that. That's the truth. That is the
Amen.
truth. That is the truth.
Yeah, I think if people constantly think in their mind, I'm always going to be broke, well, guess what? What you believe is probably going to come to pass.
Well, let me ask this question honestly to everybody. Have you ever spent money on something and then realized afterwards you didn't need to, you didn't have to, or you felt like it was a waste? Honest question.
My rims for my truck.
Andrea's face hasn't changed in 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for her to say.
I'm just listening.
That is an honest question. Have you ever spent money on something that felt like you didn't need to, you didn't have to, or it was a waste? Honestly.
My rims.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time.
My rims.
I do it all the time.
So I get what she's saying as far as if I work for it, I should be able to go get it. She's 100% correct.
Yeah.
I can be honest with you. There were years I didn't make $50,000 a year, but I bought any and everything that I wanted. I was able to fix and maintain any and everything that I had. Had I ever spent money wrong in any direction? On a couple of those occasions, yes. And that's what made me check myself with my spending. I get what you're saying. If you got it and you're not robbing from anybody and you work for it, you fucking go get it. You're 100% correct on that. And yes, Karma, we pick. Trust me, we pick.
You pick what?
It's fun.
Oh, no, I don't mind you picking on me, but the thing is, like, if you're missing, like, if we're having a real conversation about money, which is what I do for a living, which I hate, but if we're going to have that conversation, I'm trying to make a point, it gets exhausting after a while because you're missing the point. You know what I mean? Because you're harping on the bougie thing, and I'm okay with that. But it's like, here's my thing. I don't want to be around people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to be around people who don't lift me up, right? People who keep knocking me down are people I don't want to be around. Because that's not going to work for me. I want to get higher and bigger. What did I send you today, Tony? What did I send you today on the Instagram? I sent you a video of Mr. Tyler Perry.
Yes. I had a busy day myself. I just didn't tell you, but yes.
No. But you saw that, right? It was a quick clip. And his whole clip was talking about, he says it much more eloquently within 1 minute, right? But he says this thing like, as you get higher, as you start getting higher in places, you have to start closing things down and people start falling off. And it's not that you don't wish them well. And it's not that you don't want. Yeah, your world gets smaller and it's a little bit lonelier, but in order to get where you need to go, you got to drop some of these people.
I do think that all jokes aside, I want to tell you this right here now. I know exactly what you're saying. I've been told that more than once. I'm going to really make sure. People tell me that for 30 years. That's my problem. I try not to forget no damn body. That is my problem.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I mean, it's not about forgetting people. It's like,
because the people who are at the top that are so lonely, I don't want to be lonely.
It's not lonely. People at the bottom are lonely too. It's not just that. It's what he's trying to say is sometimes you got to, some people are in your life. He says that thing too. Some people in your life for a season. Some people are there for a lifetime. But it's like you got to make choices because when you drop some people, other people come into your life and they lift you up. And I have such a happier, wonderful life now because I got away from where I grew up and the people I grew up with. Right? Like, it's no offense to the people I grew up with. I will never forget where I came from. But there's something about being able to understand that if you can be your full authentic self, and if you want to grow, I want to grow. I think I got much more to give to the world, and I have so much more to learn. But I ain't gonna learn it. I ain't gonna learn it being with people who don't want to help me move forward.
You're correct. Now, a lot of people that I don't want to get rid of have helped me move forward. That's my dilemma.
You don't have to get rid of them, but can't you put them aside till you move forward?
I could.
You know what? My life is not what you want to, like, I'm not trying to get you to do my life. What is it that you want for your life? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Who do you want to be?
In 5 years, retired and comfortable.
Is that going to happen?
Is that going to happen?
Realistically, in the way that you're thinking about it right now, are you going to be able to do that? Retired and comfortable. And what else goes with that?
Tomorrow. I can retire tomorrow.
Okay, really so then your dreams are done, right? You're good.
My dreams are done, but my cautions are not.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what cautions are.
As a parent, you shouldn't retire or limit your money because you never know what's going to come.
I can't speak on that. I ain't got no children.
No, you don't. And not being funny, this is the aspect of one of the differences you and I may have with conversations.
But all these other people got children, so they can chime in at any moment.
Every parent knows you never have enough. You never have enough money. As secure as you are, as comfortable as you are, as much as you make, you never have enough money.
I don't need a lot of money, and I don't know what you mean. Like, so are you happy? Are you happy today? Are you happy?
Today, I'm a little bit fluxed. Today.
In the past year, would you say you have been happy?
No.
Are you happy with your life and where you're at?
No.
So how do you think you're going to get to wherever it is you're going to go?
Get over what I went through.
Are we talking about the divorce again?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. We're off that topic. So
You brought-
I ain't a therapist. We ain't even going there. I'm done. That's a whole other issue. Yeah, no.
No, that's just an honest answer. To me, I got to go back to my old self, which is a bit of a change because it's been a decade. And then there's parts of my old self I got to check before I go back that way. Just being honest. To be comfortable, to be stable, to be like, I don't have a care in the world. I don't have nothing to worry about.
Okay, that's never going to happen. Nobody lives like that. Nobody. Even the wealthiest people I know are not like, I don't have a care in the world. Da, 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 da. It's not about that.
Okay.
Is there like a number in the bank? If I had this much money, I would be comfortable. I'd be good.
10 million.
Toby got it. That's right, Toby. Because happiness, that's how I was waiting to see somebody. Thank you, Toby. I thought it would be him, but it was you. Happiness is external. Happiness happens to you. I get a piece of chocolate cake, I'm happy. I get a bonus, I'm happy. Happiness is what happens outside of you. Why do I call my show all about the joy? Joy is internal. It doesn't matter what's happening outside of you. Joy is what you can bring to the table, no matter your circumstance. You're all like, oh my God, she actually thought this fucking amazing. Happiness fluctuates. The goal is not happiness. The goal is what?
I love these collab shows. Go ahead.
I thought All About the Joy was about your homage to Joy Gulch.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Going to be on tonight's
that's
show.
What it was, you dorkhead. You dork. This is what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter how well you think you're going to fix your life. The goal isn't to be happy. If you're happy every day, they're going to put you in an insane asylum. That's not the goal. And money is not going to bring you happiness. It'll give you choices, but it can also make your life very miserable.
So I'll give you another answer then. Am I happy? I'm comfortable in my career. I'm able to maintain my own place and be stable. Yes. But internally, I still got work to do.
Yeah, but happiness is fluctuating. So today you might be happy, but you're not going to be happy all the time because happiness fluctuates. By the way, I just want you all to know that Oprah and I disagree on this because she just wrote a whole book about it. But I'm gonna write my book, and no one's gonna buy it except my people here. But my book is gonna be correct. So I'm just gonna let you know. Yeah, she just did a whole book on happiness, and I'm like, this is so wrong.
She's on a different level.
With a tenured professor, by the way, whose whole thing at wherever he teaches, all he does is talk about happiness. I'm like, the premise of your whole argument is wrong.
Hashtag Oprah Winfrey.
Hashtag Carmen got some cojones. Okay.
That is a great comment, though, Toby. I'm not sure happiness is a stable place. That's very intriguing.
But that's what we're just talking about.
Yeah,
It's not stable. How can you be happy all the time? You'd be in an insane asylum. No one's happy all the time.
Been there before.
You can be happy in moments, just like we're sad in moments. But just like you don't want to be sad all the time because you'll be depressed, you don't want to be happy all the time because you'll be crazy. So the idea is to learn how to have joy no matter the circumstance, to find positivity, to find the silver lining, to find a way to move through. That's
what would be crazy if he was happy all the time.
What?
That's a clip right there.
What's a clip?
That's a clip.
What's a clip?
What you just spewed.
I didn't hear what Tony just said.
Spewed.
No, what you just said. About joy and about happiness and everything.
I got to do a video. Oh, God, Tim Tebow. Charles. First of all, you both need to get green screens if you're going to be using these things that make your bodies go back and forth. Do you know what a green screen is?
Listen, you can go to the dollar.
That's that blue thing behind me.
You can go to the dollar store and literally get those green cardboards, tape them together. I've done it, and it works.
Then you can have your screens on the back, and they won't mess up, and we can see things in your face. And yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, push the camera back a little bit. That's all.
Carmen, why are you coming at them like that?
Why am I coming at them like what?
They know what we all know what green screens are. Come
They should
on.
get one because it's very annoying. That's why I'm not going to edit, because it's too much to edit with that. Yeah. Look at, he's so mad. Ted is so disappointed in me today.
No, not at all. Just I know you and I talked offline about this. Like, why aren't you happy with your 9 to 5?
Because it's not what I'm meant to do. I did it because I needed to make money in this town, and I'm not a waitress. And I also never made the connection. I'll be honest. Like, when I couldn't dance anymore, that was the end of my performing career. No one ever said to me, and I'm not blaming anyone else or anything, but no one said to me, you know what, why don't you try, going and being an actor? Like, those two connections never, you know what I mean? Like, it never made a connection to me. Or there was I will always be a performer. And so just because I'm good at what I do, I hate it because I'm not being what I think I'm supposed to be doing, what I'm meant to do, what I want to do. I don't even know if it's I'm meant to do, but it's what I want to do, which is be on stage, And I will say this, when I wrote my first book before COVID and I was speaking at some events at some high schools, I was getting that energy, and I could see like, okay, all right, okay, this is maybe how it's gonna, because you never know how things are gonna manifest, and I'm open to it. But then COVID happened, and I went right back to this, managing people and firing people and hiring people and talking to rich people about, yeah, let's pay this bill and let's buy that building, and you know what I mean? Like, and I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. Just one follow-up question. When you wake up in the morning and you open your eyes, are you kind of like, I gotta go to work?
No.
Because I've been there. No. I've been there.
I mean, I don't know if it's I have to go to work. I just kind of I would say it's more I'm just going to get through the day. I'm a really dorky, positive person, so I wouldn't start in that way, because then I would be miserable all day. So I like the people I work with. I do. I like them. So that helps. And I like the teams, and there are parts of it. So I try to find the positivity. But if someone said to me today, Carmen, quit your job, we'll pay you whatever you need, but all you're going to do is focus on your book and these live streams and try to get a play or whatever, I would be gone. I would leave in a heartbeat. In Wyoming. I don't even need the money. I don't even need that much money. Just what I make right now, which is not that much.
Especially in Wyoming.
What did Brian say? Because I didn't even hear him. What did he say?
Wyoming.
No.
What?
Yeah. Don't. It's going to spoil the mood.
It doesn't matter, Carmen.
Andrea speaks.
Andrea. Her name is Andrea, right? I don't know.
When you brought up Tyler Perry, it made me think, like, he got banked now, right? He's got a lot of money, but people forget he was homeless.
Yeah.
Do you think he could ever forget that? He ain't gonna forget that. He knows what it's like.
And I don't need to see his TV shows. You know what I mean?
Like The Rock, he had $7 to his name.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I don't, my goal isn't to be famous or any of those things. It's never been that. It's just, I always thought I would be on stage working, and then I thought I'd be a choreographer. That's what I thought my life was going to be. And then that didn't happen. So I had to go to college, and that was a really horrible thing for me, for me to be that devastated that I couldn't dance anymore. That was more traumatic for me than losing my mom and being on the streets, because that was like the final blow. Huh?
You sound like I did when they told me I couldn't be a fighter pilot.
Yeah.
That was my dream. Be a fighter pilot.
Like my dream.
They wouldn't let me come in because I wore glasses. You got to come in with 20/20.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. You have to come in with 20/20 vision. Some of those pilots that you may see with glasses, their vision changed afterwards, but you have to come in with 20/20. And I called every branch: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. I wanted to do the helicopters, but they told me I couldn't.
Yeah.
So this is the closest I am to it. I did get an incentive flight where I did fly F-16 back in 2010, and that was my,
Excuse me.
that was my moment. And I told him I'm ready to retire now
Right.
because I actually was able to do it. And yeah, I got up and flew in a fighter jet, and I mean, I realized I wasn't ready, and God knew what He was doing, because had I got my ass up there at my young age, I probably would have killed myself. Those planes are
I think you would have been fine.
no, Carmen.
You
No.
would have been fine.
As somebody who's been up there and has done it,
I'm just saying and this is where Rick's going to disagree with me, but I just don't believe God does things that way. So I don't think God is like, you know what?
Rich is Air Force.
I got
Our
you.
man Rich is Air Force.
I will tell you, when I actually did get my incentive flight and the pilot let me fly by myself, I mean, I literally broke the sound barrier, did all the shaking and everything, and something hit me. Well, like, if something goes wrong, no one can help me. There's too much I got to check. I won't be able to do enough in time, and I'm a dead motherfucker.
Oh, so then you decided that you didn't want to do it anymore.
I didn't decide. They told me I couldn't, and actually, they weren't lying to me. They were not lying to me. When I landed,
but you said it was your eyesight. I'm confused. Why didn't you?
I couldn't go in as a pilot. But what I was in, and it was actually like my 15th, 16th year. I finally got my incentive flight to fly an F-16, and I actually did fly for a little bit. And I realized as I was trying to fly it on my own, how much I really did not know over what I felt like I was ready for.
But if you'd been trained, I mean, would you have wanted to do it if you had been trained? And
I could see the mistakes I would have made.
Yeah, Fireman Rich, he was in the Air Force as well. He said high requirements flight physicals are a bitch in the United States Air Force. Tony ain't lying.
Yeah, he was a firefighter.
I didn't say Tony was lying.
What he's saying is
no. He's saying
that it was your dream, so I'm confused. You said it was your dream, but then your eyesight didn't let you in. And then you said, oh, but then you realized you wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. And you said you were glad that God intervened. All I'm saying is I don't believe that's not how I believe for me. I don't believe God intervened and saved me from being a good choreographer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see that. So
God intervened, trust me. I wouldn't be here right now talking to you.
Yeah.
I mean, your life would be so much peace. Had I flown, you would have never known.
Oh man, I would have never met the dumbass. Oh Lord.
And that's also too. I mean, like right after high school, like I didn't see myself going to college, so I felt I wanted to go just follow my dad's footsteps because all of my dad's side of the family is all military. And then when I got told no from the United States Marine Corps, I wanted to be the first Marine. That was my goal. I wanted to be the first Marine in the family because I qualified for 9 jobs in the Marine Corps. And when they said no, because I had my freshman year in high school, I had a torn ACL. I had surgery on it. And they said, no, you got to be 100% to be in the Marine Corps. And I was in the best shape of my life playing football, wrestling, best shape of my life. And I got told no. That put me in a big, bad depression.
Yes.
Because that was everything I strived for. Told no.
When you know what you want to do and it doesn't come through, it'll destroy you inside. Yes.
I was going to do mechanical engineering and combat engineering.
Big dreams, big goals, harsh reality.
Andrea, thoughts?
I never had any one thing I wanted to do, so I never had it ripped away from me. So I can't, it sounds really difficult.
Never had any one thing you ever really wanted to do?
No.
I can name 5 things she wanted to do.
Well, like a thing that I thought about my whole child, I was not like you, Carmen, where like I worked on something for my.
No, I envy you. I love. Remember the restaurant coffee idea? Remember that?
Yes. I am very flighty like that. I'll change my minds, and so I never had my heart set on a thing that got taken away.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it sounds like it's a rough road to hoe. You know what I mean? Like it sounds really
I think everyone has a cool journey, and you just gotta, it's kind of, you have to just keep walking that pathway and figure it out. I don't think I guess I do feel like it was pulled away from me. That's a great way to look at it. I was really angry about it. Well, clearly, especially after having surgery, you were here, so you knew. But I think for me, it's more about like, okay, so what's my purpose then? Because I thought that was my next goal or whatever. When I was a kid, I was like, and then that wasn't it. So then you keep searching, you know? But yeah, so I envy you a lot, Andrea, because you don't have that part of it. You don't have that searching for.
Well, girl, no. I searched my whole life, still searching.
No, but I mean, like, I'm like,
I didn't have
get
the
there?
thing, so
Right,
I just was
right.
like, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this.
More than one option. You have more than one.
Yeah.
For me, it was a fighter pilot, an actor, a firefighter. Never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing right now. Never thought I would ever say the words, I'm working on my second retirement. Never thought I would say these words.
Yeah. Mine was military, wrestling, and football.
Right. Mine was being a fighter pilot, going on to be the space shuttle pilot.
And that was another thing too. Like I was playing semi-pro football for a little while, hoping to at least get recruited for arena football or Canadian League. And they said, nope, I'm too short. You're a good player. Huh?
How tall are you?
5'9". Yeah, I played defensive end, fullback, tight end, linebacker.
You're too short for running nowadays.
But they said, but then they're like, you're a great player, you have awesome skill, but we need you. We want somebody over the 6 foot benchmark.
Yes.
So that was crushing.
Ted, Rick, I want to hear your goals and dreams that were deflated.
Rick, you want to go?
Michael just said it for me. No, just kidding.
I want to be a superhero, but he can still put the Spider-Man pajamas on after the show.
I got my Iron Man onesie in the back. Do you want to put that on?
I'm my Superman.
Rick, what was your dream goal, or are you living it now?
Oh yeah, this is a dream. Taking care of a crazy person is my dream for sure. Oh my gosh, I know I did it again. Don't say it. I know.
Gosh.
I know. But if people understood how hard it was. But anyway, I think I'm kind of more like Andrea. Like, didn't have any specific one thing. Like, ooh, I want to be this. Ooh, I want to be that. No, I just wanted to be happy.
And happiness is a hard one to decide.
Or have joy. Excuse me.
Joy. There you go.
She's like, have I taught you nothing?
You've been with me so long. I was like sitting here like he needs to fix this. No. But Ted, what about you? I know your OnlyFans site, whatever. We'll leave that aside. Go ahead, Peach Schnapps OnlyFans.
Going live January 1, but we won't do our first show until March 1st. All right, hang tight.
Going live.
No, I don't know. It's you know when you kind of have that humdrum life where
humdrum life.
It's
humdrum.
I've been in information technology at the come January will be 26 years.
That's a long time.
I don't think he wants a clap for that. I feel like his face, like I'm not feeling it.
A lot of us
maybe a violin.
I know.
You know,
I don't think he was excited about saying that, but
a lot of people can't maintain a job for 26 months. Congratulations. Fuck that.
26 months.
I mean, it's just. But when you think about it, I've spent half my life doing that. Facebook. So now, you know, like I said at the onset of this conversation was, I really had the guts now to kind of step out to try to do something different, because you've gotten to the point where you've mastered what you've done, and you know you could do it basically with your eyes closed. You know, okay, there's a new technology that's coming out. Okay, you learn it. You go take some classes. You implement it, and then you deploy it to your customer, whoever your customer is, and that's what I've been doing for a quarter of a century.
Is there anything that
way back
is
then?
There anything that made you say, okay, now's the time? Like what changed?
Well, what's changing is like my son is going to be, he'll be a senior in high school next year. So now I'll have that flexibility, well, a little bit more of the flexibility to say, okay, we got him through school. We did what we needed to do. He's going to go off to college. And then I'll have that additional flexibility. I mean, a huge part of it was, and I felt constrained because when we were raising 2 young kids and wife and I working, you know, 2-family household, just working day to day, not really taking too many vacations and all this other stuff because we were raising young kids and having to provide for them and having to do, you know, all the necessary things that you had to do. So my daughter, she's going to be 23, and it's so funny, Tony. On Sunday, she turns 23. Wow. I think within the next 2 weeks, I'll become a granddad.
Congratulations!
Congrats!
Wow.
So a lot of that is just, I would say, like within the last 2-3 years, things have just changed a lot in like the Hicks household, you know, the entire dynamics and everything else like that. But so that's one thing. So that's going to be a big change for 2024. Most of you guys don't know she's in the military. She's in the Air Force. So recently married and currently in Alaska.
Really? Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not for you, but I mean, wow.
Right. So it becomes, you know, more of
that's so far away.
He's so far away and his time zone difference and everything is like that. But so there's that aspect of it. My son getting older, you know, getting ready for adulthood and everything else like that. And that's where I said, you know what? I think I can do this. I think I have, you know, the proper backing.
Is this the dream?
And it's really more about
you had before that you put on hold.
It's a dream that I put on hold because I know I wouldn't be able to do it. And now the support system was always there, but now it's really pronounced and it's there. So those are some of the things like, you know, so I'm hoping and praying that, you know, 2024 is going to be a big year and everything else like that. A lot of changes.
It's going to be a very big change for her. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, and the main thing is she's going to be yeah, I know it does feel like a counseling session.
I charge a lot though. I charge a lot.
Yeah.
Rich was asking where she's stationed. Did you see what he wrote?
Fairbanks.
Okay.
So she's going to be coming back east.
Oh, cool.
So I get to be a full-blown, you know, granddad.
Oh, so she's moving back east.
She's moving back. We don't know the base or anything yet, but that's the deal. That's kind of, so like there's a lot of movement and it's not to the point where I'm giving up on my job because, you know, that's the day-to-day, that's the 9 to 5. But, you know, there's the other things, there's the hobby. And then now there's, you know, another opportunity. And, you know, so it's one of those things where I think from COVID, we started my wife and I started traveling again, and we started just living life.
Yes.
And really, that's
I mean, I'm kind of behind you. I'm kind of behind the curve. My stepdaughter, she had her son this past summer, and she came up. So I'm technically like a step grandfather, my damn self. I got where you're coming from. You kind of want to be there for the kids and their babies. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. You got the kids, then you got the grandkids. You got to look at all these levels. You know, you're talking a couple generations, and my stepdaughter's father, he's still around, but she'll come holler at me. She wanted me to come by and see the baby, which I thought was cool. We went out to dinner one night. It was pretty dope. So I understand exactly where you're coming from, but your daughter should be comfortable. And, you know, me and you talked about this a couple months ago already. We spoke on that. I think she'll be good, but I know you want to be there. That's real deep inside. That's an aspect of happiness.
Oh, yeah. And it took a lot to pull that out. So good job, Carmen, on that one. But, yeah, no, she was just totally just, but
not this.
That's kind of some of the things. So, you know, not so much for resolutions. Those are some goals. Those are some things that we're going to try to attain this year.
I wish you must.
Are those my godchildren? Are those my godchildren?
No,
Of course.
Oh,
your god dog.
oh.
Bow
No.
wow.
We're about to hit 2 hours. Trust me.
All right, we're done. Yeah. Okay,
No,
woohoo!
we're not. We
All
got
right.
one more hour to go.
No, we're done.
No,
We
we
gotta
don't.
go. I gotta go.
No, you start your own stream, brother.
Yeah, you got. Oh, look at Rick. Start your own stream buddy now.
You've been hanging around Carmen too long.
That's a good thing. That's a compliment, Rick.
She
That's a
ran out
compliment.
of wine. That's why.
Mm.
I don't
You
even.
just
understand.
keep trying her ass. You just keep trying her.
Oh, I am.
I don't even get it. I don't get it. Okay. Ted, thank you so much. We're not doing this again for like 3 months.
Oh,
That's
I mean, you can invite people.
But no,
to your,
I think that
you
was
can, You
great.
can invite people to your show, though.
I think that's great. I think
All right, see you, Rich.
like you said, this was therapeutic for most
I
of
think
us.
this is fun. I really do.
it's always fun.
Yeah, it is.
Look at Carmen's face. Oh my God, I hate them so
It
much.
was fucking fantastic.
Toby, thank you, sweetheart.
It was motherfucking fantastic.
Yay! Yes, let it all out.
Yay!
Oh, Michael, I know. No, we have our own show, All About the Joy, on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, and then Ted has his show, Late Night Parents, after that at 7:15ish. Or 7, right? Depends. Right after that. So we'll have those shows regularly.
And then we have our Sunday morning fantasy football talks.
Right? Where's
Yes,
that
we
on
do.
Ted Hicks? Is that Ted Hicks too? Yeah.
No, Tony D.
No,
Oh, that's on Tony D's
Tony D.
show. So yeah, I mean, we're around. I think this on a Friday night is just hard. I'll think about it. I need a few months. I need a couple months.
Just gotta recover from this.
Well, because you guys make fun of me, and I don't even know what's happening. So now I have to go and pay it. I got to go watch it to see what I missed. You know, I don't know what the jokes
Oh,
are.
stop it!
Ted, if you ever do a show on superheroes, I'm so there.
Hey,
You
Wait,
got
who's
it.
doing a show?
Superheroes
Well,
on
you
was
know,
sci-fi,
like
bro.
the time that Carmen wasn't available, I reached out to you. I said, "Come on with the boys."
yeah, we were
Come
talking
on
about
over, and you were
I
like,
was sick as a
"Ah."
dog, dude. I lost.
we were
10,
talking about
I lost
Ahsoka.
10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds that week. I was sick.
We were talking about
Yeah, we were
Ahsoka.
talking
Well,
about Ahsoka.
Rick was a sicka. So
So Andrea, Ted is always trying to steal my people. It's weird.
We're trying to get you to come on
I'm
this
telling
show.
you, Cynthia's going to join us. She's going to join us on a panel one of these nights.
Mhm. I believe
And
it.
Andrea too.
Andrea. I did hear that earlier. That was
Can I
funny.
just tell you, I've never known Andrea to be this quiet. She is so over all of you. I love my girl.
We're about an hour past my limit.
Yeah,
so.
right. Me too.
You sound like
Okay.
Carmen.
Say good night, everybody.
Good
Peace.
night.
Thank you,
Good
Ted.
night.
All right,
Find
bye,
us
everybody.
online.